As I told you, this is your 6 marks problem in your examination. Whatever you're invested into the company, we call it as equity. Debentures always long term means non-current liability. Remember how come you got 4,20,000? One is your general reserve, another one is your profit and loss. Hello everyone, I am your Adarsh sir, lecturer in Vidyashram PU College, the Temple of Excellence. So, we are in the 6th session of your topic called Financial Statement of a Company. So, we already done with your income statement. As I told you, this is your 6 marks problem in your examination. So, we completed your income statement and we are moving towards balance sheet. Compared to your income statement, the balance sheet is simple. Why? Because there will be on certain format will be there. If you follow that format, your balance sheet is done. No more adjustment, no more calculation, nothing. Whatever given in the question paper, same thing you have to copy and paste. So today we will discuss the balance sheet as per Companies Act 2013. So it comes under Schedule 3 of your Companies Act. Just we'll move for the format. Later we'll go for the problem. This will be format for your balance sheet. Now, simple format of balance sheet. It is simple as well as per your Companies Act. First column will be particular, second column note number, and the last column will be amount in rupees. Now, instead of RS, you can use the rupee symbol like this. Now, so as we know, in the first PUC, you have already learned the liability as well as asset. Now, the first thing we call it as equity and liability. Why the equity word comes along with liability? Why means liability means what? Liability means the amount borrowed from outsiders. Again, I'll repeat, the amount borrowed from outsiders. Now, I'll give you example. This is your company. Now, in this company, you have invested some 50 lakh. You have invested how much? 60 lakh. Just take an example of 60 lakh. Now, these are outsiders, public. Now, you have invested 60 lakh. Outsiders invested 40 lakh. Now, whatever you're invested, we call it as equity. Clear? Once again I'll repeat, whatever you're invested into the company, we call it as equity, because you're the owner, you're the promoter. Whatever invested made by you, that we call it as equity, not liability. Clear? Yes. Now, whatever public has invested, that we call it as liability. Means you have borrowed from outsiders. Company has borrowed from outsiders. That is nothing but liability. I'll give you a simple example. For example, if you are taken loan from your parents, that is equity. Just assume you are a company. You have taken loan from your parents. That is nothing but equity. You have taken loan from your friends. That is called as liability. Clear? Yes. First part will be equity and liability, and the second part will be assets. Now, under equity you will get two things. One is share capital, your investment, and the second one, every year you earn profit or loss. That will be what added to your capital. That is called reserve and surplus. Surplus means profit and loss account. Now, your first part equity is done. After equity, what is the next one? As I told you, you have taken from outsiders. That we call it as liability. In liability, again, we have two classification. One is non-current and current liability. If you have taken loan from banks or some financial institution for more than 1 year, 5 years term, 10 years term, That is called non-current liability. Any loan which is repayable after 5 years, after 10 years, after 1 year, we call it as non-current liability. Any loan you have taken, tomorrow itself you have to repay it. Next month itself you have to repay it back. Those are short-term loans, we call it as current liability. Hope you are clear. Liability again classified into two, non-current and current. Non-current means the loan which is for more than 1 year. Current means any loan taken for less than 1 year. Clear? Yes. So this is all about your liability. You have to remember everything. No calculation, no adjustment, but you have to remember this format. Now, once your liability is done, you have to total your liability. Next, assets. Assets, we have only two classification. One is non-current asset and current asset. What do you mean by non-current asset? Non-current asset is nothing but your fixed assets like purchase of furniture, purchase of building, any deposits, any long-term investment, intangible asset, all comes under non-current asset. Next one, current asset. Same thing, which is easily converted to cash, like your stock, inventory, and your bills receivable, debtors, cash, bank balance, all comes under current liability. Clear? So this much is your format. I'll go out of the screen. Take screenshot of this and you have to memorize exactly. The format should be in the same order. You cannot even shuffle also. The same order you should follow to do problems. Hope you have taken screenshot of this. We'll go for one problem so that easily you can understand. General Reserve 10% debentures. Debentures always long term, means non-current liability. Now, balance in statement of profit and loss. Profit and loss means what? Your income. Depreciation on fixed asset. Depreciation, what it happens? From your asset we have to minus. Gross block. Gross block means your fixed asset. Remember this. Gross block means your fixed asset. Current liability, preliminary expenses. Remember, this is your non-current asset. What do you mean by preliminary expenses? Any expenses made before starting of your business, before incorporation of your business. In a simple word, I will tell you, you have started your business from January 1st. Before January 1st, in the month of December, you spent some investment like legal charges, registration charges, or any advance to some project, advance to some customers or your creditors, all comes under preliminary expenses. Before startup of your business, any expenses made, we call it as preliminary expenses. So this is a non-current asset. Remember this. Now, once you may feel difficult, but if you do 2 or 3 problems, same thing will be repeated for every problems. Now, 6% preference share capital. Share capital, you know that in the beginning only it will come. Cash and cash equivalent. As I told you, cash is a current asset. Shall we start? Yes. So easy, only less 7 to 8 items are there. Just we have to place it in the format. First, you have to write down your format. Once the format is done, heading must be answer White Limited balance sheet as 31st 2018. You can write it as White Limited balance sheet as on RS for the year ended 31st March 2018. Why we use the word called year ended? Why means normally the final accounts we prepare at the end of the year. Once your financial year is completed, we'll start doing this financial statement. That's why the word always we use like balance sheet for the year ended or as on 31st March 2018. Both you can use. Now, equity and liability, same format. Asset, same format. No changes in the format. whatever you mucked up the format, same thing you write down, amount we can write it later. Now, so what do you mean by this note? Note means working note. Actually, we have to mention the schedule number, but in your second PUC, we are not using schedule number. So whatever working note you do, those working note number we will mention. Now, what is the first one? Under equity and liability, shareholders fund, share capital, reserve and surplus. So what is your share capital? As per your question, your share capital 5 lakh. How much is your share capital? 5 lakh. So your share capital we have taken 5 lakh. Any doubt in this? No. We'll come for the second one. What is the second one? Reserves and surplus. Where we get a reserve and surplus? As I told you, your profit itself surplus. Now, what is your profit? 1,20,000. General reserve. Reserve is how much? 3 lakh. So we'll do calculation. Your reserve 3 lakh. Profit and loss account 1,20,000. How much you got? 3,20,000. Is there any other adjustment? Check. Your reserve is done. Your profit and loss account also done. So no more adjustment. So 3 plus 120. How much? 4,20,000. This is your reserve and surplus. So we can call it as working note 2. So your reserve and surplus is 4,20,000. Remember, how come you got 4,20,000? One is your general reserve, another one is your profit and loss. Profit and loss also we call it as surplus. Clear? Yes. Now, it is done. Now, long-term borrowings. As I told you, debenture is a long-term. So, it is not repaid within a year. So, what is your debenture? Always remember, debenture is what? Non-current liability. Debenture is non-current liability. So, how much is your non-current liability? 3 lakh. So, we have taken debenture of rupees 3 lakh. After non-current, what will come? Current liability. Your current liability is how much? 2,50,000. So, current liability 2,50,000. So, total of your liability 14,70,000. Your liability is done. Now, we'll move for the asset one. Now, under asset, first one we have fixed asset, tangible, intangible. In this problem, we don't want intangible asset. Why? Because which are the intangible asset? Yes, goodwill, patent, copyrights, we call it as intangible assets. In this question, the information which they have given, they have not given any information about intangible. So, that intangible word we have not taken. Instead of intangible, you have one more information, that is preliminary expenses. Now, as per the question, your preliminary expenses, how much given? 30,000. So, we have taken preliminary expenses 30,000. Now, your cash and cash equivalent, we call it as current asset. So, your cash and cash equivalent 6,10,000. This is the first problem. You may feel that, so why cash is current asset? Why this is non-current asset? If you do 2 or 3 problems, you will get to know why it is current, why it is non-current. Whatever problem we did, remember in this what you learned, debenture is always non-current. You have to write on all the notes. Now, in the notes, in a sheet, you have to write down important notes. In that, debenture is a non-current liability. Cash is a current liability. Preliminary expenses, non-current asset. Like this, you have to write down. Reserve and surplus. P&L account comes under reserve and surplus. If you make a note of these points, for the next problem, you can use that note. Debenture, yes, it is a non-current liability. Cash, yes, it is a current asset. And your preliminary expenses, yes, it is a non-current asset. Everything you will remember if you make a note of important points. Clear? Yes. Now, so your cash equivalent also over. What is the last one? Fixed asset. Under fixed asset, what is your fixed asset? 9 lakh. What is your depreciation? 70,000. So, 9 lakh minus 70,000, how much you get? 8 lakh 30,000. This we call it as fixed asset. How much is your fixed asset? 8 lakh 30,000. Yes. Now, we have taken fixed asset 8 lakh 30. 8 lakh 30 plus 30, 8 lakh 60,000 plus 6 lakh 10. If you add this, you will get 14 lakh 70,000. So whatever 1, 2, 3, 4 it is given, only if you do working note you have to mention. Simply I have given numbers here, but from the next problem we work out working note. As per the working note we will fill the note numbers also. Clear? So just take screenshot of this, and your previous sheet take screenshot of this also. Why? Because you will get 2 working notes in this. Yes. This is all about your today's session. We completed income statement and today we started with balance sheet. In the next session, we'll do another 2 problems on balance sheet so that you will understand better. As I told you, while doing problem, if you find any new words, if you find any new concept, please have the habit of taking down the notes. Thank you.